Alright, welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing the top 10 Genesis base locations for Alpha Tribe. So if you're new around here and you like the video, hit the subscribe button, like the video, it all helps out. So let's get right into the video. So these are our top 10, well, at least my top 10 favorite Alpha base locations, what I think will be good picks for the Alpha Tribes, Mega Tribes, etc. If you are a small tribe, this is not for you. I have another video on my channel for hidden base locations, then I'm about to do a solo base video after this, and then probably a medium size, etc. I'm going to be doing a lot more on the map, trying to find more hidden base locations, more little rat holes, etc. So subscribe if you're new. Hopefully you do like the video. So the first one starting off is here at 7074. Right here it is on the map. So 70 and then 74.4 Lange, and then right here it is on the map. So these are in no certain order, by the way. These are just, I just kind of found them as I went. I will tell you which ones I prefer better, but this one is not the greatest. But if you have a big tribe, or if you're on small tribes, you have a 6-man tribe, this might be a good spot for you because there's water and it's just this big cliff area up in the trees. The only downside I can see about this is people can use a bloodstalker to get up here and possibly throw turtles and stuff down, etc. But if you have a big enough tribe and you think you can take over this whole plateau little area, then go for it, because there's no flyers on Genesis. The best you're gonna get is like a bloodstalker or one of the new hovercraft things. But yeah, and then if you wanted to, you could even put a turret tower up here. The best thing I would do if I was here, if this was my base location, I'd put hanging turret towers up above so people can't really drop things down on you. But there is metal and stuff down at the bottom of the big trees, but I prefer going with a crab or something over to the burnt biome, lava biome I mean. So let's go to base location number 2. Where do we put the bed? I'm going to try to do less cuts in this video because I'm just going to transfer back and forth. So 69.9, 74.4, and then here it is again on the map. So it's right in this area. It's kind of in the middle of the bog biome. I try to at least find one per biome, like one spot per biome. So hopefully, oh no, I didn't mean to lay on it. So hopefully that works with you guys. Like the bog has more than one, so doesn't like other biomes, but I try to at least get one per biome, at least one spot per biome. Okay, fast travel. Let's go right over here to spot number 2. These two spots are pretty close together. The next one I'm about to show you I prefer more because it's a little bit smaller, but you can defend it a lot more. That is so loud. Let me go into creative mode. Show you guys that you can build here. Okay. So the next spot is right here on the map, and it is at 73.2, 78.8 right there. And then the reason I like this one a little bit more is it's kind of the same thing. It's up in the trees, but I feel like it's a little bit smaller, and I feel like it might be easier to defend in a way because you can put turret towers on all of this. You can put like a greenhouse. Good old Xbox lagging, but you can put a greenhouse like up here with turret towers. You can put turret towers. You might even be able to put a cliff on this. Yeah, you can even put a cliff platform on this and have hanging turret towers on it. But it's just a little bit smaller, and I feel like it'd be easier to defend. But yeah, it's still for, I'd say, an alpha tribe. Maybe a medium tribe could build here, but I would definitely be an alpha tribe could build here. These definitely aren't the best because people can get up here, then go above. I think you might even be able to build up here, so somebody could probably build a fob. Yeah, somebody could build a fob, unless you're looking to take over the trees and go ahead and spam turret towers, etc. But yeah, that's number 2 on the list, and yeah, it's not a bad one, but it's definitely not the best spot. Okay. Let's go to number 3. Fast travel. I don't even remember where number 3 was, so bear with me. Do we have a number 3? Oh yeah, spot 3. Oh yeah, spot 3. Okay, so for this spot, I hate that I have to enable creative mode every time. So for this spot, it's a little tricky. Everything on in this video can be built on official. I know you're saying, well, you can't build up there on official. Well, technically you can, because the only thing you need to do is there's a trick on how to do this. So first things first, you can't place foundations up here, like anywhere. You won't be able to place foundations up here until you put a cliff plat. So to build here, you're gonna need a cliff plat. To do this trick, it's just kind of like a pillar trick. You put down a pillar, and then you can foundation as long as you have your foundations high enough. Like over here, I started the foundations a little bit higher, and then and then you put a pillar, and then you can put foundations, and you don't even need the pillar there after you snap to this one. Yeah, you just gotta make sure you have it on the right snap point. I tried to do an example here, but as you can tell, it was too low. So you have to have it high enough, but even once you do it, you don't need the pillars there anymore. And then you could even, if you didn't want to do the foundation trick, what I did is you can put pillars, and you can put ceilings on top, and you can have like your industrial forges in the middle, because for the most part you can build everywhere on these cliff pads. And then you could even store dinos or something down here. You can have hanging turret towers over. You just can't have them too far off the edge, because they'll say you're too high off the ground, but usually about right here underneath usually works, because it considers as a ground. But yeah, this is like a very OP spot on official if you know how to use it right, because you can't get anything above here. I think once the people start making the hovercrafts, I don't know what they're exactly called, but they might be able to start dropping turtles and stuff. But like, you can't get a Bloodstalker or anything up here this high, because there's no flyers on Genesis besides the Bloodstalker and all that. But you won't be able to get anything above it, because if a Bloodstalker tried to swing up here or climb up, as long as you had hanging turret towers and towers above, this is pretty much an OP kind of broken spot that if you know how to build it right, then it will be way too overpowered. But if you guys would like, I can do a base video, and I can build a really good base up here and show you guys how to do it, because these are official settings, besides I'm in creative mode. But like, the whole server that I'm on has the official settings, so you can build up here as long as you do it right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to number 4. It's going to take a minute to load. Of course it is. Probably should just cut in between these so you guys don't have to wait. Alright, I'm going to cut one. Never mind. It's about to load in. Okay, so number 4 is at 72.8, 16.1 in the snow biome. Now we're over in the snow biome. Here it is on the map. It's over on the left hand side. Alright. So, why I think this is such a good base location. It's not the greatest, because, I mean, you can make it really good is the thing. So, why I like this spot is you can't put foundations on. It's like the other spot. So, but if you put a pillar, and then, at least for this side, oh man, lagging. Okay, I'm in really fast mode. You can put a hanging turret tower. You can build your own hanging turret tower. Then nobody will be able to climb up that side. But why I like this side, or this area so much, is because you can do the exact same thing. You can do a pillar wherever you'd like, and then you can do a foundation off of it, and then you can literally build on here. Because say if you try to come over here, you can't build anywhere on this until you do the pillar trick off of that. But then once you get rid of the pillar, everything stays. So if somebody would destroy that pillar, your whole thing does not destroy. It's still there once you do the trick. So that's what's really nice. And it's a really flat, it's a pretty big flat area. So if you take over this whole spot and have turrets hanging off and then put some cliff platforms down hanging off, like this spot could be really OP too. It's for an alpha tribe, maybe a medium-sized tribe, maybe like a 6-man tribe, one small tribes. As long as you guys are active to defend, then you'd be good. I think the only issue you would have is this way, because if I go out of fly mode, I think they can actually walk up this. Oh no, can they not walk up it? Oh, and never mind. This is a really good spot because you can't walk up on foot. Maybe if they had a rock golem gig or something, they might be able to walk up that. I'm not sure, but if not, then it's a really OP spot. But even if you had turret towers hanging off, they can put one there, put one there. Just spam this like crazy, and then, or even if you just wanted to just block it off with a bunch of spam, you could even do that. But yeah, so this is probably one of the better ones in the snow biome. I think I have one more really good spot in the snow biome. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Had to answer the door. But, where were we at? Number 5. Base number 5, or base location number 5 is at still in the snow biome. It's at 66.1, 43.7. Here it is on the map. It's up in the right-hand corner of snow biome. There's that again. And, yeah. So, this spot I was a little iffy about. I honestly didn't think you could build, but if you bring out a foundation, you can see that literally you can't build anywhere near. Like, the snow biome is so off limits, but you can actually build up here, which is really broken if you ask me, because this is one of my favorite base locations besides one of the caves I'm about to show you later on. But like, this is just OP broken. You can put hanging turret towers off the side, you can spam the side. Like, it's a very good spot. And if people try to raid you, they're going to have good fur, or they're going to be freezing to death all the time. I'm not losing health because I'm in creative mode is why. Like, look how broken this is. You can even put hanging towers off right there. Like, you can probably put multiple here, and you can even, like, store things on these little, I don't know what you'd call them, icicle things off the side, but like, it's very broken. You might even be able to do the same up here. Yeah, like, it's like very, I think this spot is going to be very OP, unless when they open transfers up, if they allow wyverns and all that on this, then Quetzals, then you might get Quetzal Bomb, but I don't know how all that's going to work yet. I haven't looked into it, but as far as I know, you're going to have Bloodstalkers and all that. So as long as you won't be able to build right on the ground, but you can get pretty close, and then you can build turret towers off, and then nobody will be able to fob around you unless they fob. I think they can fob over here in this corner. Yeah, they can fob probably down here. If I can find a flat spot to try to place something. Yeah, they can fob down here, but if you'd spam it off and whatever, they're not going to really be able to do too much, and that's all the way down there, so yeah, so it's a pretty good base spot. This is one of my favorites. Where is the bed? Alright, and I'll cut back to once we're over at the next location. Alright, so over at the next location, we're in the water biome now. The ocean biome, I mean. And we're over at 13.8, 61.5 over here in the corner on the border in the top right. There it is on the map. 13.8, 61.5 again. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about this biome. It's really good, but like, I don't know how good the biome's gonna last. Like, I feel like people might figure out how to, hopefully they never figure out how to mesh anything, or like if they figure out how to mesh up in the whatever you want to call these little mountain tower rocks, yeah, pillars, I mean, having a brain for it. But if they figure out, they said they fixed meshing. Arc apparently made meshing a lot better, which I'm glad. Hopefully nobody will get meshed anymore. But this spot's not the greatest, but like, you can build a decent sized base up here and have hanging turret towers all the way down, and then you also have over here on the side all of this, which you can use to your advantage. You got a little bit of metal, and then all of these are pretty much, for the most part, have metal on them, metal, crystal, some type of something on them. But yeah, the reason I picked this one is because it's in the corner. You don't have to worry about anyone coming in from behind. You just got to defend the front, and then defend down there for dino storage, put some gigas, rock golems, etc. Have your main base up here. That's why I like this area so much. So here it is again on the map, and then GPS right there. Okay, now let's travel to the next one. Alright, location number 7 is at 23.3 latitude, 45.6 longitude. Here it is on the map. It's on the left hand side of the ocean biome. There it is on the map. And honestly, I had no, like, all these pillars that you can actually build on are pretty good. Like, that one over there is just as good as the one I'm about to show you. And then the one that I showed you earlier, that one over there is pretty good besides the border. But this is personally one of my favorites. I feel like it's the highest one up. It's less of a, like, it's less in size, but at the same time, it's less you have to cover. You can cover, like, it's easier to cover with turrets. So that's why I prefer this one over some of the other ones. And then you can put hanging turret towers and all that around it if you get to that point. But I just feel like it's easier to defend, and then maybe if you wanted to, you could take over this and this down here. Honestly, I would just spam this bottom one off. Maybe put a little turret tower so somebody don't build on it. Maybe put like a greenhouse or and all that with a cooker and etc. Or have a crafting station down here. Put your main base up here, etc. You can do what you want with the spot, but it's a pretty good spot. I don't like some of these little spots. So if you don't have turret towers covering this, somebody could easily grapple hook up and etc. They could throw some turtles up, or one of the bigger turtle things. I forget what they're called. But as long as you have some hanging turret towers, or at least a turret tower that kind of hangs over that can shoot down, you're all good, and you should be good in this spot. So not much to say besides you can get polymer from the little birds in the ocean biome, etc. There's metal everywhere. There's crystal on top of some of these. You got the rich nodes. I still want to do my metal farming here. I would go to the lava biome or lunar biome if you get to that stage to do a little bit of metal farming. Okay, on to the next one. Alright, on to number 8. This is going to be one of the most, probably, this and the next one is going to be the most contested. Sorry if that sounded a little weird, trying to fix the mic. And sorry if there is background noise. My PC is being a little bit louder than usual. I need to turn it off, update it, leave it turned off for a little bit, but it's being a little loud. So sorry if there's background noise. I'm trying to be better at that, try to fix all that, get a better mic. But okay, enough of that. On to the video. 26.4. 36.3. It's actually the lunar biome cave. It's the biggest cave that you can build, and I think one of the only few caves on this map. I think there's only 2 caves in the lunar biome, and I'm about to show the next one after this. But the only bad thing about this is you definitely need to be an alpha tribe, probably a mega tribe. This is definitely a mega tribe spot. Like, you're gonna have to be like have active people to defend this. If you don't have active people to defend this, you can get wiped, because I'm sure it is 6 times. But as long as you can get a big turret wall up at the start somewhere like here, put a turret wall. You can even put hanging turret towers if you'd like. But I think there's 2 entrances to this, but it's just such a big cave. Like, it just goes on and on. And then once you get out here, it's insane. Like, I'd put my main base up here. I think there is also Reaper Kings that at times do spawn in here. That's the only downside. But put your base up here, put it up here, and you should be good. Green gems, etc. It's a pretty big spot. Like, you can fit a lot of stuff. This would probably be a pretty big, like a pretty good breeder cave. Actually, there might only be 1 entrance unless I'm missing it. Yeah, I think there is only 1 entrance. There's the world border right there. As far as I know, you can build everywhere inside of this cave. You know, you got your gas bags. So this is definitely going to be a very good breeder cave. You got plenty of stone and all that, etc. if you can get you a teleporter in here to teleport to the lava biome to do some metal runs, you'll be set. But yeah, it looks like there's only one entrance that I know of. Let me know if there is another entrance to this cave down in the comments below, but I think there's only one, which makes it 10 times better, honestly. This is like a really good spot. Like, honestly, I'd put some hanging turret towers, a turret tower up below, maybe over here, put a turret tower, like just hardcore defend it. But the reason I say you need to have people on constantly to defend is because it's not up in an area. People could still bring rock golems in. It's still going to be a very contested and a very good spot. Just make sure you have active members and you should be good. On to the next. Alright, number nine on our list of best base locations for alpha is over here at the other lunar biome cave. It's at 40.3, 25.9. Here it is on the map. It's right there on the bottom left hand corner. And yeah, tons of gas bags. This one, honestly, I think might be easier to defend, but I feel like it might get updated to where you can't build in it. It's weird because like up above it and everywhere is kind of like taken off, so hopefully they don't fix that. But like it'd be really nice. Put a hanging turret tower. It's a lot more open, but I feel like you can defend it a little bit better. Goes all the way back through here. There's a lot more deadly things here. Actually, I didn't realize I had two entrances. Maybe this was the one with the entrance. The other one is the one that I think you can defend better because it's only one entrance. I got it mixed up. My bad. The other one is the one that you can definitely defend a lot better. This is the one that I was thinking was the other one that had two entrances. This is the one that's a little bit more challenging because there is two entrances. There is a lot more deadly things in this cave, and I feel like trying to protect two sides could be good and bad. You could have a exit. Oh, can you not build over here? Oh, there we go. But trying to protect two sides could be good or bad. You could have plus side. You have an escape route. If somebody's raiding one side, you can exit through the other side. But on the downside is they could have two attack points, just twice as much as you have to defend. So this could be good or bad. It's still going to be a good spot. It's not going to be the best. Preferably go for the other cave just because I think it's more roomy. You can put more gigas, rock golems. You can clone more. It can be a really good breeding cave. And it's a lunar biome. You can pretty much fly inside your base, which is very nice. So on to the last one. The last one is going to be kind of just a little bonus one because it's in the bog biome. I kind of already showed it, but it's on a different pillar. So I will cut to Alright, for number 10, I know what you're thinking. It's in the exact same spot, but it's actually not. It's on the opposite one of these. I just thought, it's not the blue one. I just thought I would throw it in here because you can do the exact same thing. They're a little different. You can place your cliff plats however you would like, but you can have a little greenhouse, maybe a breeding little area down here, have main base up here, etc. But you can do the exact same thing on here. You can literally here, let me destroy a couple of these. Demolish that. So I can show you guys that you can build on here. Okay. So what you can do is you can put a foundation on this. And sometimes it lets you just go ahead and like build on it, but if it doesn't, all you gotta do is just do the pillar trick, put a pillar in your foundation or near it, and then you can just build off from there. So like you can build all the way up here and then use ceilings if you have to. Just make sure if you have like little areas like down here, you put a turret, like a hanging turret tower off, like defending here. You put some turrets under here because you don't want people being able to get under here and blowing up your foundations. But just place your cliff plats better than I did and you'll be fine. You can even use this for a little storage. Like you can put a little turret wall here, hide some loot back here, etc. But these are really good OP base locations that a lot of people don't realize that you can still build on as long as you do the trick the little pillar trick and foundation trick, and as long as you have large hatch frames, you'll be good. But like you can use these little areas. Like you can build all the way down this. Just spam it all the way down so nobody else can do the same. You can only build halfway. So when I said you can build all the way down this, I didn't mean like all the way down to like the actual mission, but like you can build all the way above it, all the way around. Just kind of spam it off. If you're an alpha tribe, you should have enough materials to get this all spammed off, and you should be good. Just put some hanging turret towers. You can use stuff like this to your advantage. Back here, put some stuff under, use these. Like, there's a lot you can do with this. You just got to be creative, and I'm sure people will come out with really good bases up here that are going to be near impossible to probably raid, honestly, because it looks like a very hard base spot to raid. So again, it's at 84.9, 61.0 longitude, and here it is again one more time on the map. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I'm going to put a lot more content out for Ark, like the best dinos to use in this biome, the best dinos for this map, that map, etc., how to use them, how to tame them. New base locations come in every other day. Once every few other days, I'm going to do new base locations, a couple more. I probably won't do 10 every time, but I'm going to be doing it for the solo players, the medium-sized tribes, the alpha, beta, like mega tribes, the hidden base locations. I'm going to keep looking for those. I'm going to keep looking for more rat holes. So if you enjoy this type of content, and I also play PvP official small tribes and unofficial small tribes. So if you like PvP raids and all that, and you like that type of content, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.